Happy Friday! We made it. Are you guys sore? Because I am so sore. My hamstrings hurt so bad. So we've got a stretch day today. These stretches actually come from a magazine from my mom from, I don't know, maybe the 80s, 90s. So she has these little paper stretches that she pulled out. So this is like a throwback Friday, but would have been cooler yesterday, but it didn't work out with our workout schedule. So ready? We are going to start in a seated position. Oh, make sure you have some. You probably don't need water today, bud. You can have it if you want it. And then, if your watch is fancy, it might have like a stretching exercise session. So throw that on for stretching instead of workout. There we go. Besides that, you don't need anything. So get to something comfy. I'm Coach Jensen. If you're new, hello. Let's do it. You're going to start seated and you are going to roll. You can go however is comfortable as far as the position goes. You're going to um, roll your ankle. So grab your foot, roll your ankle, just doing big circles with your foot. Just enjoying getting some deep breaths. Trying to feel what your body needs, what it's trying to tell you. Switch directions with your foot as far as recovery goes. I'm popping all over the place. My elbows popping, my ankles clicking. And switch feet. Do the same thing on the other side. And switch directions. Today is a great day to go for a walk, to get some movement, enjoy some sunshine. So stretch, take a 10-minute walk at some point today. Being mindfulness, you guys are big into that. It's very good for you. I'm not the best at it, but it's good for you. If you take a walk and you're just listening to nature. Okay, then you're gonna go feet together and you're actually gonna use your thumbs and you're gonna rub out the bottom of your feet. So you're just going like heel to balls of the toes. So heel forward towards your toes, just massaging the bottom of your feet. Feet do so much for us and they get neglected. So show them some love. Okay, then we're actually going to do some neck exercise, stretches, rolls. So you're going to drop your seated position, whenever's comfortable. You're going to drop your ear to your shoulder, and then you are slowly going to go around towards the back. Slow circles, and then on the other side it'll be ear to shoulder, and drop it forward. Just nice and slow. If it's super uncomfortable to go head back behind you, you can just do a U in front. So ear, look down to the opposite ear and then go back. But if you can, feels okay, go all the way around. And switch directions. You guys feeling that from our pulls? Squeeze and pull yesterday. My neck's a little sore. So it feels so good. Okay, then we're gonna do laying on your back, and you're going to do neck pulls. So you're laying on your back, you're gonna hug your head, pick up your head with your hands, and you're just gonna gently pull it forward, tuck your chin into your chest, just so it stretches up the back neck muscles. So pull, you're gonna hold it for like 3 seconds, and then you're gonna release and go again. You're pulling and release, go again. So think about big deep breath when you lay back, big deep breath in. When you go to pull, slowly breathe out. Okay, then from there, you're going to put your bottom of your feet together. And you're going to lay on the side, just letting those hips open up. You can go one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. We're just going to do some deep breaths here. So breathing in through your diaphragm, in through your belly hand. So breathe in through your nose. Fill up your diaphragm hand. And then you're going to breathe out. So breathe in through your belly. Once you fill up your belly, you might be able to breathe in through your chest a little bit more to completely fill your lungs, diaphragm to capacity. And then slowly let it all out. Okay, then you're going to take one leg and you're going to go straight. You're going to cross over one knee, and you can hold so it's opposite hand and leg. So my right leg crosses over, my left hand's going to grab right behind my knee, and I'm going to look in the opposite direction. So hand out, looking with my eyeballs to that straight hand, stretching through my spine. Reach. Same thing, just hold it and breathe into it. So the deeper your breaths are, the more you relax, the deeper your stretch is going to be. And switch sides, do that same thing on the other side. So one leg is straight. I'm going to cross my knee over the direction that the knee is going towards. That's the hand I'm going to grab right behind my knee. And then my opposite arm is straight. I'm going to look over that direction. And then take deep breaths in through your nose. Breathe it out. Oh, tight. Okay, and you're going to lay flat on the floor. You're going to point your toes and reach your hands up over your head and give a good stretch. Think long. Stretch through your abs, stretch through your shoulders. And then slowly peel yourself off the ground if that feels good. If any of these feel good, just keep doing it. Oh, got a lot of stretching. Okay, you're gonna flip over quadruped position or cat-cow on your knees on your hands. You're going to turn your hands, so in that quadruped position, you're going to turn your fingers out and away, and then you want to try to point them towards you on both sides. So we're stretching through the forearms. If that's too much, then just keep the fingers pointed to the side. Whatever you feel like is stretching through your forearm, okay? So if you turn it around and you're just going to lean back, stretch it through the forearm, hold that. Okay, then you're going to do shoulder circles. Just nice and slow, gentle on the forearms. And switch directions with your shoulder circles. Okay, then we are a third of the way in. So grab a sip of water if you need a sip of water. Now you just gotta take a little break-cito. Okay, then still on your knees. You're going to take one hand out and one hand is going to cross over on top of that forearm. So this is the position. And you're going to reach. So one hand reaches out, one hand's on top, and you're just sinking down, forehead to your mat. And take some big deep breaths. So breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. And we're going to do that same thing on the other side. So opposite hand is straight. One hand reaches on top of the other one, and you're just going to sink down into it. One hand out straight, one hand down, or on top of the other one, and pull back. Okay, then you're just gonna sit on your feet. Kind of maybe that might stretch your quads, but you're just staying nice and tall. Kind of pull the shoulders back. Take some deep breaths. Whew, making me sleepy. Okay, take one foot and you're gonna bring it up. So your foot is flat on the floor, the knee is up. And then with here, you're going to essentially put your knee into your armpit and you're gonna reach the hands forward. We're trying to stretch through the ankle, Achilles. Might feel it a little bit in your soleus, but we're gonna hold here. Keep focusing on your breathing. Okay, from here, you're going to crawl forward and out and bring that leg that was up forward. And we're going to stretch through your hip flexor, the front of that leg that's straight. Back leg, you're going to feel that in the front. And we're going to hold this position. Same thing, breathe in through your nose. Let it out through your mouth. One of those things that stretching is so good for you, but sometimes it hurts. It's painful. So that's where it helps if it's like you're really, really dying. If you can focus on breathing, that tells you, it puts a sensation in your body that like you're okay, this is good for you. Trying to get your brain not to be in panic because you're in pain. Okay, from here, if you need to pull back a little bit, you can. But if you're feeling good, you're really flexible, you're going to pop the back leg, reach for it. We're going to stretch our quads, have to pull back a little bit. Tight. So stretching that leg that I'm pulling with this arm, feeling that in your quad. If for some reason you can't reach this, you can lay on your side and just grab your foot and pull behind you. You can also grab like a band or a towel and throw it around your foot so that you're pulling the band or towel. That might be easier to lay on your stomach and then put a band or a towel around your ankle. We love it. It's so good for you. It's good for me. Okay, release that. And then you're going to walk this leg straight. We're going to go into a split position. So just as deep as it feels good, as long as you're stretching. But it's always, I feel like, fun to test out where your splits are. So you might still be, I'm feeling my hip flexor, my hamstring. But definitely hold yourself up if you need to. Or you could put some pillows underneath. If you have a yoga buck, you maybe sit on that. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay, slowly peel yourself up. And then we're going to do that same thing on the other side. So I started in a tall position on our knees, and then you're going to bring your other foot up in front of you. So I think knee is going to push into your armpit. So knee to my armpit. And I'm going to lean into it. Hands are going to reach out in front of me. And you're going to feel that stretch. Keep trying to keep the heel on the floor. You're going to feel that stretch through your Achilles or the back of your ankle, a little bit up into your soleus. But we're just slowly leaning our body weight into our knee to stretch the back of the ankle. And take a deep breath. My belly's hungry. It's growling. It's like stretching. If I'm not jumping around, I'm like, oh, I don't get hungry because you're jumping around, you're exercising. Food typically isn't like, you just don't want food when you're running around. The hunger hormone, the hunger cues turn off. But when you're stretching, it's like, oh, I'm starving. Okay, then you're going to crawl forward and bring that leg that you were just pushing into, bring that knee forward. So as long and straight, you're going to feel that through the hip flexor of that straight leg, holding here. Okay, then you're going to pop that back leg up and you're going to try to reach back with your free hand. Free hand here. Reach back, grab it, so you can stretch your quad. love it. You love it. It's so good for you. Oh, that is so painful. Okay. Then you're gonna go straight with that front leg. So reach it out. We're gonna do our splits. Not as flexible on this side. Hurts more. Okay, come to a seated position. You're gonna do straddles next. So you're gonna open up the legs, stay nice and tall, hands out in front. You're just gonna lean into it. Okay, then you're going to go towards one side. So you're gonna pick a leg, lean to one side. So this is gonna hit this leaning forward. You might feel it in your back. Definitely gonna feel it in your adductors. This is your gracilis muscle. When you turn and lean over, you might feel a little bit more hamstring, maybe low back on the opposite side. And then we're gonna flip and do that same thing on the other side, other leg, leaning into it, reaching. Ooh, I can feel that in the bottom of my foot. Okay, then you're going to go bottom of the feet together into our butterfly pose. So bottoms of the feet together, sitting nice and tall, and then lean into it. Okay, then you're going to bring one leg straight and bring the opposite leg over that knee. And then I'm going to go opposite elbow from my knee around the outside of my knee. And I'm going to slowly twist back behind me. So it's a pretzel. We're twisting up. So one leg, other side of the knee, the opposite hand, elbow to the back of the knee. And then you're going to twist. Then we're going to do that same thing on the other side. So you're going straight, opposite foot outside of the knee, elbow, opposite elbow to the knee, outside of the knee, and twist. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and stand up. You're gonna need a wall, so find a wall. pick, pick any wall. You're going to be leaning into the wall. So think forearms are gonna be on the wall, and you're gonna take one step back, and we're gonna stretch through our calves. So we're gonna go 1 foot. The back foot is what you're gonna be feeling. Try to get your heel to the floor as you're leaning into that wall, pressing through the hips are pressing forward. So hips press forward, stretch through the calf. And then we're gonna do that same thing, but we're gonna switch legs. So bring the other leg back, push your heel all the way to the floor, and lean into the wall, stretching through the calf. I need to do this more often. My calves get so tight. Okay, then you need a wall or a chair or a couch or a window seal, something to put your foot on. So if you like can pretend there's a something shelf here that I can put my foot up on. So shelf here, and you're gonna lean into it. So you're resting this foot up on something and you're gonna lean into it. So you can't quite see it, but I'm gonna use the window seal here. Put your ankle on it and then leaning into that foot. So if you're leaning in, you're going to feel that through the back. You're going to feel it through your hamstring. And do that same thing on the other side. So leg, heel up on a couch, on a chair, on a bed, leaning into it. Okay, then you're going to grab your hands together and you're going to reach towards one side. So essentially you're grabbing elbows, grab elbows, hands up overhead, and lean over. And do that same thing. You don't want to go, when you lean, don't go too far forward. We were trying to get the side, your adductor, or sorry, your obliques, your lat muscle. So try to think directly to the side. And then once you feel good on that side, we're going to do it to the opposite side. Okay, that's it. There's your 80s magazine stretch sesh. So go take a walk at some point today, 10 minutes, shake everything out. If you need to stretch anything else, do it. If not, great work. Gotta love recovery days. I'll see you guys tomorrow.